All right, here at Techy Company, we want to talk a little bit about our franchise model and what we do to grow our brand. And so we are a US based company, but we do have stores all over the world. And so we want to talk about how that happens and what we do with that. And that is called what we call a master franchise. And maybe Kyle can talk a little bit about what a master franchise is.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And we've had a lot of success in this space, right? Growing our footprint internationally through master license, right? Or partners that ultimately end up acting as an extension of us, right? And taking that franchisor responsibility more than a franchisee responsibility and focusing on, countrywide operations, sales, growth, these types of things. And we'll get a little bit into exactly what a master license means and how you can become one. But I think it's important to understand, what success have we had, right? And do we know what we're talking about? So, Bill, why don't you give us a little bit of an idea of how Techy's grown internationally?
So, yeah, I mean, and that's the great thing about it is, we have maybe 10 to 13, countries out there, but we have 180 to go. So when we talk about we want growth and our goals of having a couple thousand locations, this is how we do it through, masters and partnerships to make us grow to that level. We just started with Canada. They just signed, so they need to open up about 200 stores within the next 3 years. South Africa, we're looking at India right now, and all of Africa, really. We're in Botswana, Cameroon, and then outside of that, we're in Brazil. And so the growth is huge when you talk about masters. And that's why we really want to push on it because it takes the level, the brand to another levels.
Yeah, Australia. And so, we're, like you said, we're in multiple countries now, but there's so many other countries out there that we can be in. And we can't do it, I would say, from what our experience is, without a master franchise.
There's got to be a master. They're boots on the ground. They know the area. They know their people. And, without them, we can't do it on our own. It's hard enough in the, domestically to grow.
Yeah.
So international, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's the partnership that we need, right? We're not from South Africa. I've never been to South Africa. Have either one of you gentlemen been to South Africa?
Oh, we're going soon. We are.
Yeah, it's in the plan. But we have to rely on what they understand about the market, right? Where is a good location? How do customers interact in a retail space? Does e-commerce make sense or not make sense? What is the languaging different, right? Taxes, all these different types of things. We rely heavily on that partner to help educate us very quickly, right? We have the business model, we have the steps. That's the greatest thing about Techy is consumer electronics are in every corner of the globe, right? So
Yes.
Our products, our services, they are absolutely needed everywhere, right? But we definitely want to rely on that master partner to tell us how this thing's going to operate and be successful on the ground floor when it comes to retail and purchasing and things of that nature.
Yeah, and I think Bill said it great, was like the culture.
Right.
We don't know what the cultures are like. We don't even maybe know the language.
Sure.
And some of these master franchises, like Brazil, is Portuguese. We don't speak Portuguese,
Yep.
but we have a master that does, So I think that's also super important. A lot of people forget when you get outside of the U.S. There's a lot of other languages out there, a lot of other cultures, and we're learning so much of these cultures just from South Africa.
Yep.
Like I've had we have an international franchise department,
Yep.
and he is actually from South Africa, and some of the stories he shared with me is incredible. And so it's important that you have these masters help you grow.
Yeah, as a master, so if you're interested in a master, why be a master? Well, one, because you can't go wrong with the name Techy. Like Kyle
Anywhere
said,
in the world.
You're talking about a $30 billion industry, probably plus that. So that's international. That's everywhere, So
And everybody knows what Techy
technology. Yeah.
Techy is.
Yeah.
It's a name that everywhere in the world can understand.
Yep.
And we're trademarked in 90% of the country, so
Which is great.
which is a great start. And yeah, why be a master? Because you backbone what we built here and do it in your own country, in your own culture, and whatever it takes. And we're there for you to grow it like we grew domestically here in the United States.
Correct.
And it's an immense opportunity for somebody, right? It takes a certain individual to have a big appetite, right? We're talking hundreds of locations, right? And different revenue streams, not just the ones that are coming from your flagship store, but again, the revenue streams that come from a franchisor, right? The marketing and the royalties and all these different things. Now you get to take a part of, right? And grow your business on that scale is huge. And it's a different mindset, but there's a lot of opportunity out there. We're very excited. We've had some great success, and I know we're going to have a lot of success moving forward with this opportunity.
Well, that brings up a great point. Is all of our revenue streams through Techy could be international. It's not like it's just stuck here in the United States through our buyback, through our Techy Save, through selling of certified pre-owned devices.
Yes.
Everything repairs. It just not in the United States. That's everywhere. So every revenue stream we have could be easily morphed into any country.
And we kind of glossed over something real quick that I would love to highlight a little bit more, because I think it's pretty unique in Techy, is the fact we have an international department, an international support team. Maybe you can dive in a little bit more about what they do and how they help our master partners.
It's been incredible. I mean, guys, there's different time zones. He's in the middle of the world, you know what I mean? So he can reach all the time zones at a decent hour, which is huge. So his team is incredible. They've been in franchising for over 15 years. We found them about 2.5 years ago, and the relationship we have with them, Amina, Sean, and the team is just unbelievable. And they love what we're doing, and they just are so excited about growing it. So I mean,
when it comes down to support, communication, they're there. There's not a minute that'll go by. Even I'll wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning and see they're already at it. So there's never a minute that they lapse and not reaching out.
yeah, their communication is top notch.
Yeah.
I even look at them and go, I need to adapt what you guys are doing, because it's unbelievable.
Well, that's the biggest fear that I think a master partner has, is I'm going to be out here all by myself. I have all this responsibility, and who am I going to reach out to? Who am I going to call? You're 12 hours behind me. It's the middle of the night during the middle of my day. We have an answer and a solution for that, right? And we've understood that was a necessity to have that in place before we went to market and started looking for master license, because that is directly going to help our success, is having that structure and that infrastructure with that international support team.
Yeah. And that's who you're going to reach out to.
They've been all over the globe too, so it's not like they're spread out between Australia and South Africa and all of Africa, so they understand it. So it's not just about being in one location. We've only traveled so many locations, but they've been around.
Yeah, and they understand franchising too,
Yeah.
which I think is another part of this. They've been in the franchise world for over 15 years, and so they understand the wording and what a master franchise is, and how to explain it to our partners that are going to become a master franchise, and what it entitles, because that's like you said, it's a big opportunity for you to grow in your country, but without having the knowledge behind it, it's kind of hard to grasp sometimes.
Absolutely. So if you guys are interested in learning more about becoming a Techy Master License partner, please feel free to reach out to us anytime, franchising@techycompany.com. You can also give us a call directly at 561-888-3376. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for taking the time. We're looking forward to growing our footprint internationally, and we'll be in touch with you guys soon.
Let's go.